Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Preston Tompkins.
And I'm Zach Reinert.
Each week, we invite comedians on to read monologue jokes about current events. Zach, last week we recorded an episode, and literally like 10 minutes after I hit end, what happens? Trump got shot at again for the second time since we started this podcast. And you and I have a joke going back and forth in our group chat. Like, dude, should we do an emergency podcast? But I don't think we'll ever.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten to that yet.
No, I don't think.
We might have to. If he got shot, maybe.
Yeah. So we're gonna make an agreement on now. If any presidential candidate does die on a Sunday after we record, that is when we'll have our emergency podcast.
If he gets shot when it's not like a nick on the ear or whatever.
Yeah, it has to be the home run. So
yeah.
All right. Well, we have had a lot of current events happen this week, so let's introduce our guests. First guest, first time on the show, very funny. Please give it up for Sophia, and I already can't remember how to say your last name. Can you please tell it for the folks at home?
It's Smarandescu.
Smarandescu. Hell yeah. Sophia, you are extremely funny. First, can you give your social media and where people can find you this week?
Yeah, my Instagram is at Romanian Secret Police. That's where I post most of my stuff. And my TikTok is Sophia got her groove back. And I live in Chicago, so you can find me in Chicago. I also have a podcast called The Daniela Anna Maria Experience. It's a spinoff of the Joe Rogan Experience. But I play a gypsy woman. So
fuck yeah. Sophia, you have one of my that's so goddamn funny. You have one of my favorite Instagrams because recently weren't you trying to become Mrs. Worldwide, right? Or something.
I tweeted at Pitbull and he watched my story and I was so excited.
See, that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Please
I'm stoked.
Yeah, please support Sophia on Instagram in her attempt to become Mrs. Worldwide.
I'm trying to become his wife by 2025, so that's my
time's ticking, girl. You gotta do
it. All right, and we have many returning guests on the show. Give it up for John Dahlgren, everybody.
Yeah, Nebraska boy.
What is up, everybody?
Where can people find you? Or do people want people to find you?
Yeah, do you want
people to find me? Yeah, so I tell jokes really well. Go ahead and go to my YouTube. Just search my name.
Fuck yeah. Search John Dahlgren and book him. He's a very funny boy. Up next, another returning guest, favorite of the pod, Alex Linton, everybody. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hello. I am nowhere nearby, but I am doing a lot of stuff on TikTok.
There you go.
A couple weeks ago. I mean, not now. I did some stuff, and it's on there if you want to watch it. There's one that's doing okay by my standards, and that's pretty much keeping my mental health going right now.
There you go.
As soon as those likes dry up.
Got to post something real. So yeah, find Alex on TikTok.
All right, and give it up for Mike Fellows, everybody.
Hey.
What up, fellows? How you been, baby?
Come on, guys. It was a long night, but I feverishly wrote a bunch of Diddy jokes at like 3 in the morning, so we should be good.
Hell yeah.
I have to.
I randomly took some acid and I was just force watching like Alaskan bush people with my girlfriend all night. She didn't know what that was, but I fixed that.
Yeah. Awesome. Before we get going, fellas, what do you think of Casey Anthony's new man?
Oh man. My blood all worked up this early, on the jealous side.
Oh yeah. Well, this time. Folks, we got a lot of issues we've got to cover here, so we're going to dive right into it here. First of all, new last night, P. Diddy has been placed on suicide watch while awaiting his trial. The prison guards on duty commented that, quote, the watch part is watching out for Hillary Clinton. Dude, you just know, like, I love all the conspiracy theories coming out about P. Diddy. It's just insane.
It's the best. It's never gonna end. Like Kevin Hart closed all his restaurants. Like,
yeah,
it's fucking getting weird.
It's wild.
All right, I'll do mine. We'll just do Diddy ones.
We'll just get Diddy out of the way.
The Fed seized 764 dildos from Diddy's home, which is the most dildos seized by the Fed since the start of the January 6th arrest.
Like, can you just imagine the look on the cops' faces? They're like, we have to bag and tag
All these
764 dildos.
Imagine being the guy that has to count them.
Yeah.
That's interesting because my joke has a different count. I saw a higher number
It
of
was like
dildos.
714 something.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Yeah, we all have our different like
Yeah.
numbers of dildos.
Maybe they had.
Getting our cake.
Maybe they hadn't quite finished the count yet.
Look, according to my
Back
sources,
my-
it's 800 plus. So
Diddy
was like-
screaming, "Stop the count!"
Stop the If you're still in line, stay in line to count the dildos. Fuck, man, that's just
flagged my meme on Facebook. It's the Diddy Scarface one with the pile of cocaine that's replaced by all the dildos. Got taken down.
God damn it. All right, Sophia, what's your first joke?
Oh, I have only 2 Diddy jokes. One
That's okay.
and one of them was just that they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his home. And he also had freak offs at his house. So sounds like a very sexy slip and slide party.
Yep.
Man, who has to be the poor soul that has to clean up all that fucking baby oil when one of those parties is done?
not Diddy.
You know? Yeah.
It's like it looks like a Breaking Bad, like the suits. Like,
Yeah.
what are those suits called again?
Yeah, those hazmat suits.
Hazmat suits. Yeah.
You'd think like his his employees, they have to work their way up. They have to start at the baby oil and then they have to work their way up, polishing off the dildos and storing them. Like it's a tier system for his own employees. That's just how insane it is. All right. John, what is your first joke?
My Diddy joke is he was placed on suicide watch, like you said, and the Tupac hologram was seen rubbing his hands together in anticipation.
Fuck. All right. Alex, what's your first joke?
Oh my gosh, Sean Diddy Combs is awaiting trial for sex trafficking crimes. A search of his house provided tons of AR-15s, over 1,000 bottles of lubes, and 800 plus dildos, according to my sources. Conspicuously missing from the scene, mutual consent.
It's one thing missing, man. All right.
Okay, I gotta follow up though.
Go for it.
Prosecutors describe a level of depravity typically only seen in places like sex dungeons, BDSM caves, and Amsterdam.
Hell yeah. There you go. And fellows, bring it home for this first round.
And mind you, all my jokes are Diddy, so I'm just gonna keep us grounded.
Just
in
go
this-
for it. Yeah.
Really
Keep us
tired.
grounded this episode.
My number changes to in addition to the 787 dildos that were seized at Diddy's house upon his arrest, feds also discovered enough baby oil to lubricate the escape tunnel from the Shawshank Redemption.
There's a lot of Santorum down there.
Can you imagine Morgan Freeman narrating his escapes?
Oh,
He
Diddy
had
had
784 dildos. All right, I'm going to do my dildo joke. And I have a different count as well. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested last week. When the FBI raided his home, they discovered 784 dildos in the residence. The income inequality in this country is insane. I can't even afford one dildo, let alone 784. Like, spread the wealth, man. Come on.
I actually
The
have
0.1%
another.
has more than the bottom 99%.
I actually have
Okay.
another dildo one,
Go for it.
and I have the right number on this one. A different number. Let's see. Feds found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and 784 dildos in Diddy's house. It's like if Andy Dick got to build his own H.H. Holmes house.
Man, what the fuck has Andy Dick been up to lately? Seems like he's been just like quietly waiting for something to happen. I don't know.
The
It's
answer
been-
to that question is always nothing good.
It's like I haven't seen an Andy Dick headline in years. What the
I try
fuck?
not to think about what Andy Dick is up to.
He is up to no good.
Yeah, it is better for your mental health not to think what Andy Dick is up to. All right. Sophia, what's your next joke?
He's gay, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah, but
I believe so.
but he's like a Kevin Spacey, pretty much, I guess.
He's aggressive.
Yeah, it's
very,
like a
very aggressive.
yeah.
This is my only Diddy. It was actually a tag for the first one, but it's just
Yeah, go for it.
the judge decided that for his punishment, he's to be renamed the Diddler for his rap name.
He really does come off as like a weird X-rated Batman villain, right? It's fucking
Well-
scary.
Well, there was like a video going around of him dressed up as the Joker, even, and it was really weird.
Why
Yeah.
would you do that if you're a sex pest? That's
This
Now-
is,
Because when you have that much money, you get
Yeah.
bored. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
that's a
Like,
very
at some
confident
point-
man right there.
I couldn't form this into a monologue joke, but it goes
Yeah.
along with what you were saying. But as far as villains go, Diddy is kind of like Cruella de Vil. He had sinister intentions for those dildos. One dildos.
He just has a
All right.
jacket made out of
It's
dildos.
more of a meme idea, but
No, it works.
Are these like all the same? Are they different
Yeah.
types? Like I just like
Yeah, that's what
I
I
don't-
was wondering. Like,
Yeah.
are they
Yeah, is he- yeah, is he just
800
buying- Is he just buying 1,000 dildos in bulk? Like they all look the same? Like how is this going?
No, this is Diddy. He's definitely got like
Yeah.
he's got every type. Saying.
Well,
I think
at least 700 of those are just collector's items. You know, he's got them placed into like a giant glass display case.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the crucifix dildo in there.
He's got the
oh
beaver.
my god, that would hurt.
Oh, he's got them displayed in like Iron Man like cases with the lights
Yeah.
background on them.
can you
Think
imagine
about
like,
it.
walking into that and just being like, no. Like I feel like
They're
Go-
break glass in case of
They
emergency.
should do
too.
they should do a Ghost Adventures episode at Diddy's house.
also where did they find them? Were they in storage? Were
Yeah.
they out? I don't want to focus too much on this, but how can you not focus?
Yeah, no. I mean, like
It's like one of those walk-in closets that celebrities have.
Yeah. Yeah. It has to be.
This is
I
a-
feel like it must be like he has like a little cup holder for each dildo to like stand upright. It's
Yeah.
like they have to, because I'm like, how could they all be up? Like, how do you store them
Like
Yeah.
he's
in a cool way?
Yeah.
He's got like
What's
he's
the
got, like,
cleaning system for these dildos? Also, that's another important question.
See, I think that's the secret that he doesn't clean them. I think they're just fucking,
He's
one
got, like,
and done.
He's got
That's
socks,
probably-
socks on him.
Like
Keep them
50 of
warm
them
like
are
golf. To keep them
bongs.
warm like golf clubs.
It's a
Yeah.
pornographic cleaning process. So
Could someone hand me the 9-iron, please?
I need about 300 yards right now.
Yeah. Before we move on to our next joke with John Dahlgren, we have another guest on the show. Please welcome John Merrfield, everybody.
Hey, John.
woo.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, I was checking the chat for the link and not my email, so that's why.
Oh, you're good.
I'm
Oh,
No.
you're good.
That is fine, baby. Hey, real quick, where can people find you online? And do you have any shows this week?
Oh my god. Wait, when does this come out?
Like this
Tomorrow.
afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, online I am at JB Merrfield. JBMerrrifield. And this week, frick man, I'm doing a show tomorrow called Winging It, which is like a Hot Ones ripoff.
Perfect.
I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I'm excited. I like wings.
There you go, man. Dinner
Hell yeah.
show, baby.
Oh yeah, the
Do you
show
want-
is in Lake Charles, Louisiana. probably should give you a little info.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the show. We are doing our Diddy jokes, so I hope you came with a couple of those, baby.
Oh my god, I did not write one Diddy joke.
That's
I wrote
fine.
a bunch
Hey.
of jokes, but
You're gonna bring the variety to the show, so we need it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and fire one off if you want.
Yeah.
okay. So yesterday, apparently a Louisiana cop was charged with battery after an altercation at an LSU football game. The only way that a Louisiana cop gets charged with battery is if it's a RoboCop.
Love it. Love it. All right. John Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
All right. I wrote this off the top of the dome.
There you go.
P. Diddy is on suicide watch, and if he even does die, I think 50 Cent is gonna give him a tribute song called "I Won't Be Missing You."
Man, 50 Cent must be having the best time right now. It's just insane. He's like just living it up.
He's like a professional online hater. It's like it's the
Yeah.
best.
It's just so good. It's so good. All right. Alex, what's your next joke?
Oh my gosh. Shohei Ohtani recently became the first player in MLB history to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases in a single season. Even more remarkable, people still like baseball.
There you
Baseball's
go.
the worst sport.
There you
Baseball's
go,
the worst
folks.
sport.
Awesome. Mike, what's your next joke?
Oh man. Diddy is on suicide watch after being denied bail. Hang in there, Diddy. Prison might not be that bad for you. All you have to do is go up to the biggest, baddest inmate on the first day in the yard and hire the Crips to murder him.
That's great. That's great. All right. New court filings place Matt Gaetz at a party at the center of the sex trafficking scandal with the 17-year-old girl. Hey, why wasn't I invited? Said P. Diddy.
All right, let's see. Diddy was placed on suicide watch in a New York jail until trial after saying suicidal things like "I have information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton."
Oh man. All right. Sophia, what's your next joke?
Melania Trump posted on Instagram on her grid that she proudly stands behind her nude modeling work. But she included the song "My Neck, My Back, My Pussy, and My Crack" on the post.
Love it. Love it. All right, John Merrfield, what's your next joke?
Elon Musk has responded to criticisms that porn is out of control on X by adding 2 more X's.
That's great. Did you see that like the value of Twitter is like only like 20% of what it was when he bought it? Like that's fast for 2 years. Like that's kind of impressive. You know, like I almost respect it a little bit. Like that's crazy.
It's almost a few more percentage points and I can afford to buy it.
Yeah.
It's almost like having Nazis on your site all over the place.
Weird.
It's bad.
It's crazy. All right, Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
All right. National Review editor-in-chief Rich Lowry says he had stumbled with his words in a recent interview when he clearly said the N-word. He added that if you want to really hear him say it, you can play him in Call of Duty Warzone.
Love it. Love it. That's going to be in the clip. All right. Alex, what's your next joke?
Oh, the WNBA playoffs begin today, and you know what that means. That's not a real sport, said men who like baseball. Baseball sucks.
Alex is really working through some shit today, folks.
Also, if you don't like the WNBA, don't watch the WNBA. It just never makes any sense to me. It's like Sports Center already sucks for 2 hours, and you're mad they're talking about women's basketball for 5 minutes.
And also, objectively, it's more interesting than the NBA because they don't fucking flop every 3 seconds. It's like I can actually watch a game.
And if anybody's mad about the WNBA, if it makes them feel better, they still make way less than the men. So like, they like WNBA players, like rookies make like $75,000 a year. Could you imagine being like a player at the highest level of your game?
Yeah.
Going back to your 1-bedroom apartment that you share with a roommate. Like that's a bummer, dude.
It's like, fuck, now you got to do DoorDash after your fucking game. Like that sucks.
Are you Aja Wilson? Yeah, I just won MVP. It's pretty cool.
Here's your Taco Bell. All right, fellows, what's your next joke?
This has been the most disgraceful week of Diddy's life. Biggie is probably rolling in his grave and the grave next to his.
Did you just roast Diddy and Biggie at the same time?
It's a fat joke, man. Yeah,
They said
pedophilia and fucking human trafficking.
they said it couldn't be done, folks. All right.
And
This happened last night. Usher deleted over 7,000 tweets late last night following P. Diddy's arrest, proving there's no love in this club and then he's going to let it burn.
I'm going to go ahead and do my joke that is very similar.
Go for it. Go for it.
Usher deleted all of his tweets late last night following Diddy's arrest. I can't wait for his new single, Confessions Part 3.
Man, okay, so Zach, you said this at the beginning of the episode. Kevin Hart closing his restaurants and Usher deleting all of his tweets.
Yeah.
Do you think this whole P. Diddy thing is going to expose more celebrities than even Epstein
I have no
did?
idea what's going on. This shit's crazy.
Apparently,
like
J-Lo is implicated.
Yeah,
really?
And like, yeah, it's all crazy.
Yeah.
Man, so we should all give Ben Affleck an apology if J-Lo's implicated.
That's awesome.
I think everyone should give Ben Affleck an apology anyway.
Yeah. Give the man a
Why? Why would we give him an apology? Like,
have you seen The Accountant? It's autistic Jason Bourne. It's amazing.
Yes, I've seen The Accountant. I am an accountant. Of course, I've seen The Accountant.
It's amazing.
I love that movie, but it's the first time I've ever heard someone say, "Have you even seen The Accountant?" You uncultured swine. Come on. That's so fucking great. Also, that movie got a sequel, so I can't fucking wait for that. Sophia, what's your next joke?
Oh yeah. So the FDA approved a flu vaccine that can be self-administered at home. It sounds great, but the article was published by a website called DIYHeroinAddicts.biz.
Love it. Good job. Merrfield, what's your next joke?
So apparently OnlyFans subscriptions are on the decline. Some are blaming the economy, while others claim nobody wants to jerk anymore.
It's too much of a hassle.
Great. Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
All right. After another failed assassination attempt against him, Donald Trump brags that only consequential presidents get shot at. Yes, Trump will go down in history with famously consequential presidents like Andrew Garfield and William McKinley.
Fantastic. Great. All right. Alex, what's your next joke?
Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez says that America is partially to blame for the rise in violence in the Mexican state of Sinaloa. Said America, I mean, yeah, probably.
God damn it.
I feel like America should just have like a form letter, just like, dear insert country name, we're sorry for fucking up your shit. In our defense, we A, thought you had drugs, B, thought you had oil, or C, had an enormous military budget that we have to do something with. So
Great.
Sorry.
Great. Mike, you're next.
I might as well do these two. They're similar. Last week was the anniversary of 9/11, and this week was like the 9/11 for people who killed Tupac. Upon hearing the allegations against Diddy, actor Mark Wahlberg was quoted as saying, "Shit would have went down different if I was at the freak off."
Dude, I saw you post that meme on Instagram this week. Top tier. Fantastic. Love it.
Been an interesting week for sure.
Yeah. I did not see the 9/11 to P. Diddy pipeline, so thank you for connecting those dots.
All
All right, and some other news. RFK Jr. was caught receiving sexually explicit photos from 31-year-old journalist Olivia Nuzzi. When reached for comment, his wife Cheryl Hines said, quote, "I'm just happy there are not pictures of dead animals." Got to take your wins where you can get them, folks. All right, Zach, you're up.
All right. See, former President Donald Trump said this week that Bill Maher is a sloppy TV host with B and C list guests. Look, guys, even a blind squirrel can find a nut every once in a while.
Oh man, dude, Bill Maher's like, did you see him interview the Hawk Tua girl?
Oh
It was
my
so
god.
Yeah.
fucking
I heard he was all
creepy.
creepy and shit.
Dude, it was so, he was drunk and just asking her questions, and she goes, "Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about." It was like
wanna-
clearly, I've seen that happen at every single bar ever for 20 years. Just some dude like, "Hey, you ever heard about this? No, can you leave me alone?"
I want to see Bill Maher interview a Komodo dragon.
To me, Bill Maher is like if Tim Allen didn't know how to change a tire.
God damn it. All right, Sophia, what's your next?
Didn't Tim Allen do a lot of cocaine back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Slay.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
got
but not
caught
anymore.
trafficking a lot of cocaine in the day.
Oh,
Like,
that's
not
right.
just-
Okay, I was like,
We
he's a
narked on
drug
his
dealer.
friends, right?
Yeah,
Now he just does
Yeah.
it.
he was a snitch.
He's a prison
baby.
snitch.
Oh,
Dahlgren, I'm gonna need you to record that Tim Allen sound, and I'm just gonna play it every episode. All right, Sophia, you're up.
Oh yeah, this one's wholesome. A Scandinavian flight was diverted after a mouse climbed out of a passenger's meal. Good news though, the mouse made its connecting flight to Albuquerque, and he got bumped up to business class for free.
Great.
It's the most
Uh,
unrealistic joke I've heard. No one gets bumps up to business class. Has anybody in this call?
That happened to me one time.
What do you do for work? Because it's not just comedy then.
No, I was just a student.
Yeah, and they're like, awesome.
Sorry, that
Mer-
wasn't funny.
You're good.
Did you guys hear about how Juvenile just got bumped out of business class and like threw a fit about it? The Louisiana rapper Juvenile.
No.
Oh, that's a real thing that happened. But the good news is I had a very comfortable flight.
Great.
That wasn't my. I just
No,
just
I
did
won't.
it.
I
All
won't
right.
count that as your joke. So go for it. Yeah.
Thank God. GOP North Carolina gubernatorial candidate Mark Robinson withdrew from the race after he allegedly made comments on a porn website where he called himself a black Nazi, expressed support for slavery, and referred to Martin Luther King Jr. with a racial slur. In related news, kink shaming is back.
Dude, I didn't even have time to even like wrap my head around any jokes about that fucking story. It's just fucking nuts, man. Like,
Yeah, it was hard. I barely wrote anything about it.
I have
The
Never-
he's like one of those guys who comments on porn videos. Like
Yeah.
he's
How
in the,
the-
he's,
how horny do you have to be to comment? One, sign up for an account, and then two, comment on a porn website. Like that's
But-
fucking insane to me.
But how do they know it was him? You know what? He probably used his like .gov like.
Oh, I bet he did. I
bet
he did.
Register.
I bet he did.
100%. How do they
Like-
track me? Like, what was his name? Mike.
Yeah, just upvote it like a normal person.
Yeah, you can't just be like
Silently support.
yeah. Oh fuck. All right. Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
all right. In the same vein, this week CNN revealed that North Carolina Republican gubernatorial candidate Mark Robinson posted to a forum called Nude Africa, where he boasted unprompted that he was a black Nazi and would like to own slaves. The most surprising part of this revelation is that Nude Africa is about porn and not about buying slaves.
Christ. All right. Alex, what's your next joke?
Dave Grohl recently admitted to fathering a child outside of marriage, which I don't really think is a headline. You're telling me a rock star had a baby? Like this is front page news. Like if this was the 80s, the headline would be rock star showing remarkable restraint, only has one love child, and everybody would have been like, yay, Dave! Good job,
Say what you want,
Dave!"
but he's a good father, god damn it.
Yeah, he's not Diddy.
Dude, that's how insane this week was. I've already forgotten Dave Grohl's had a love child.
Yeah.
I know, I
that's-
forgot about that too. It feels like a month ago.
It's already gone.
Because first of all, I had there was a lot of process on the story. Like Dave Grohl's married. First of all, I didn't know that. Second of all,
Yeah.
He's not somebody you pay attention to.
No,
I think
definitely
of him
not.
more as an entity than as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just out
like-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, fellows, what's your next joke?
I did most of my Diddy ones. I'm just gonna kind of riff.
Go for it.
But the Pornhub thing, I had a roommate. He would like follow the porn stars on Twitter, and then like he would be in their comments, like they would post that they quit smoking, and he'd be like, "Good for you." He was like, he was jacking off. Like, I'm gonna give her moral support. But you guys mentioned that RFK. I'm still not surprised that RFK ended up endorsing Trump. If you think about it, Trump is basically like JFK.
Nice. Okay, let's get to some assassination news. Donald Trump had a second assassination attempt on a Florida golf course this past week. If Trump just has one more assassination attempt, he'll get a free sandwich. All right, you're up, Zach.
All right. Let's see. Tupperware filed for bankruptcy this week. Look, I know they're going for a fresh start filing Chapter 13, but there will always have the stain of leftover spaghetti no matter what they do.
Fuck yeah. How the fucking Tupperware go bankrupt? Is there just other brands now?
Seriously.
I was
I
like,
don't know.
that feels like
Yes.
Pepsi going bankrupt to me. Like it's
There's
just,
too many like fancy like food containers now.
Yeah.
It's like a bougie industry.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's like gym influencers who probably
And
like
people don't
corner
want to
that
buy
market.
and people don't want to buy plastic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who's
so I'm looking
buying
up-
Tupperware? I just inherit mine.
Yeah, I just use the container from deli meats. Is that not what
Right.
everyone else is doing?
Yeah, what?
That's-
Or cottage cheese,
Yeah.
the butter tub.
It's
Wait.
perfectly good.
Yeah, John Merrfield, you brought up a good point. Everyone's just bought Tupperware once, and then when someone dies, they just pass it down. I don't even remember getting mine. I just have it. So
Yeah,
it
that's
actually
why they're
makes
going
sense
out of
now.
business.
Yeah, that makes total sense now.
Picture John at his elderly aunt's house, like eyeing her Tupperware collection. How you feeling?
I'm gonna put so much fucking meatloaf in those. All right, all right.
That's why I go
Sophia,
there.
you're up.
Okay, cool. Kamala Harris accepted an invite for a second presidential debate, but Trump says it's just too late for another one. That's also what he said to Melania after Barron started crowning out of her vagina.
Baron 100% crawled out of that fucking thing, man. There's everything about him is fucking creepy, man. It's insane.
I used to follow him on Snapchat actually, because his Snapchat was public.
Baron Trump had a Snapchat.
Yeah, it was like public, like anyone could view it, and he would always just post videos of him like gaming at home alone.
I don't know what I expected, but yeah, that's of course what he would do. I just thought he'd be
Actually,
picking up
the most
toothpicks or
relatable
something.
thing I've heard of any Trump doing. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
it's like, wow. Okay.
My son's a gamer. He games a lot. He's the best gamer.
That's crazy that he games at Home Alone and his father was in Home Alone.
All right, that's the end of our episode. We'll see you next week, folks, and thank you for joining. All right. Speaking of that, John, what is your next joke?
Well, guys, I just checked, and GOP candidate Mark Robinson appears to have deleted all his comments from the porn site in question. Now it just looks like I'm talking to myself.
God damn it, that's great. Up next, Dahlgren. Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
All right. Tim Walz tops a recent poll as the most favorable person in America, coming in just ahead of Taylor Swift. In a ruthless move, Swift released a special edition of her album Lover to get back to the top of the charts. That's a reference to this summer. They thought Taylor Swift was purposely releasing albums to get Charlie XCX off of the top.
Yeah,
of the
that
chart.
Yeah.
I was wondering why there was suddenly new Taylor Swift music, but it just seems like she's always wanting that top spot no matter what.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, what's your next joke?
LGBTQ groups are raising alarms. Multiple LGBTQ groups are raising alarms over Trump's proposed policies. Yeah, get in line, said literally every other group. So duh.
Great. Fellows, what's your next joke?
I'm not sure what this means. I wrote it down when you guys were talking about Barron crawling out of Melania's pussy, but Barron Trump looks like he cut his own umbilical cord.
Man, we don't have merch yet, but I think it's gonna have to be a picture of Baron crawling out of Melania's pussy, and we're gonna give 50% to Sophia. So we're like we're going in on business on this.
I would definitely wear it.
The umbilical cord's in the shape of the "Don't Tread on Me" snake or whatever.
Oh fuck! All right.
Actually, Baron Trump was in that scene in The First Omen, just crawling.
Man. Also, it's crazy that Baron Trump, like, I know this is just cliche to say, but he's like, what, almost 7 fucking feet tall? Why isn't he on the fucking court? He should be dribbling right now, not campaigning for
I
his
made the
dad.
tallest boy.
There's no way that kid doesn't get bullied, and I genuinely feel bad for him.
Totally.
Yeah, his
We
life,
cut that out of the podcast. I know it's
Baron,
not funny at all.
Baron's life actually probably does suck, actually,
Yeah.
legitimately.
Yeah.
All right.
If I was Trump's kid, I would be playing video games at home alone. That's exactly what I would be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, seriously.
he's probably doing us all a favor of just fucking chilling and like smoking weed,
Yeah.
doing college courses and playing fucking Fortnite.
That's like the least. It's like the least evil thing he could do, bloodline wise.
Yeah.
The reluctant.
Of all Trump's son, that's my favorite so far. in
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Like,
The reluctant autistic gamer Trump boy.
Barron's definitely my favorite.
Yeah. In some international news this week, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un executed 30 officials for corruption and dereliction of duty after floods have killed over 4,000 citizens. This technically makes Kim Jong-un a better climate activist than Greta Thunberg.
Yep.
Like, that's honestly what that needs to start happening. Just fucking executing these people. JK FBI. All right, Zach, you're up next.
See, Sri Lanka made history this week and elected a communist president, or as the CIA calls him, the temporary communist president of Sri Lanka.
He's a contractor right now. All right, Sophia, what's your next show?
Kamala Harris, so she had an interview with Oprah and she told Oprah, if someone breaks in my house, they're getting shot. Trump's answered the same question. If someone breaks in my house, I'm not getting shot. Tim Walz is so docile. He said, if someone breaks in my house, they're getting sprayed with expired bear spray. That was complicated.
Yeah, no. But he would 100% have bear spray on the nightstand. Like how some people have. No, in fact, he has it behind his pillow. Like some people have a gun.
I mean, that's my plan. I have expired
100%.
bear spray. I don't have a gun, so.
All right, Merrfield, what's your next show?
So it just came out that Israel is now utilizing old pagers supplied by the U.S. as bombs in their conflict with Lebanon. Just out of curiosity, I called my mom's old pager number, and the death toll immediately rose by 3.
It does seem like a Jason Bourne movie, right? That they fucking blew up pagers.
I know. It's like, what sci-fi ass shit are we doing here?
It was like, that's like a Joker
Yeah.
crime. What the fuck is happening right now? Also, they can fucking do that. I don't even know how.
Yeah,
they
like that
did
was my
this.
thought. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeah.
No,
it's my
great.
phone now. Like that's only a matter of time.
Yeah, like when our PS5 is going to start exploding because I'm fucked, man. Like, all right, Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
All right. A Kentucky sheriff shot and killed a judge this week. Find out next week if Marshal Raylan Givens brings him in on a new episode of Justified.
Great show. Great show.
Perfect. Alex, what's your next joke?
Okay, this is my last joke. It's not very good. I'm gonna try it.
Mine are all bad,
Do it.
baby. It's okay.
Kamala Harris has the potential to be the first female, first African American, and first Asian American president, giving racists a difficult problem of how to be racist against her. Which feels like they're going to have to make a new word, which, as we all know, these people, their strong suit, not vocabulary. So
It is very funny that.
Someone called her.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, has anyone called her Obama yet?
Oba.
Obama. That's
All you, John.
I'm shocked they haven't.
Yeah.
This podcast.
John, you just released that shit out into the world. So now you're going to see some tweets popping
Should we do
up.
this thing? Should we be like, no, we gotta cut that out. There's no way.
Do we have to do my famous thumb over the camera so I know where to cut?
John just left like raw meat out in a meat market in China, basically.
Also, like, I want to write that joke. I was really struggling because like her dad is Jamaican. I don't think that is that African American. I don't know what.
Yeah. It's very funny watching conservatives be like, she's switching races. She decided, and they just have never heard the term biracial before. They just can't comprehend.
You can only be one. You can only be one.
All right.
There's only two genders. There's only two races.
Yep. That's all. Yep. Mike, what's your next joke?
I got one more like throwaway Diddy one. This one was kind of like obscure, so I wasn't gonna do it because like his sons, they did a diss track a couple of months ago where they're telling everyone you better not say no Diddy, and they were like taunting the feds, basically saying, like, you guys raided the wrong house, like all of our human trafficking shits over here. But that long setup aside, it's Diddy's sons have once again made a diss track where they're taunting the feds for targeting their father. In this track, King Combs raps, "They don't even know how many dildos were at the house that didn't get raided." On walk. I almost cut it for a reason.
Man, you know who's having a great week this week is Drake. He's like, no one's fucking talking about me this week.
Yeah.
No one's fucking talking about me. All right. This is my last joke. The suspect in Trump's second assassination attempt, Reinert, was apprehended Sunday after a Secret Service agent saw him holding a rifle through the Trump International Golf Course fence as Trump was playing. He's the first presidential assassin that pleaded not guilty, Your Honor. It was just the tip. Fucking long one. All right. Zach, what's your next joke?
All right. Police in Philadelphia are searching for a suspect after a man was beaten to death with a bong. The cause of death has been ruled as blunt force trauma.
God damn it, Zach. God damn it. I know you're going to fucking sing it on stage tomorrow night. Like, on the next album. All right. Sophia, what's your next joke?
I just have one more.
Yeah,
Usher deleted 7,000 tweets last night. Someone already said that. It's the same thing I did when I heard about what happened with Shane Gillis on SNL.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Did not see the P. Diddy, the Shane Gillis pipeline either. So that's fantastic. Merrfield, do you have another one?
Yeah. Guys, grain company Mahatma removed the cartoon Indian from their packaging, allegedly because of woke. That's right, guys. No more Mr. Rice Guy.
God damn it.
My last one.
Went out with a banger, baby. All right. Dahlgren, what's your next joke?
All right. I'll try one more going off the dome here. A man stabbed himself to death separating frozen burgers, according to Western Telegraph. This prevented another assassination attempt on Trump.
Oh my god,
dude, that definitely sounds
also just like unlock a new fear.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how I would have died in 2014 if you all
And another timeline,
yeah, what kind of person I was back then.
Just I worked at Sonic back then.
Like just with the
oh fuck. All right. Alex, what's your next joke?
That's all I had.
Oh, that's no worries. I think most of us are out. Fellas, do you have one last one?
Nah, I'm done.
What about you, Zach? I know you.
I got
Zach's got 30 jokes.
Zach's got a boatload of jokes.
Yeah.
All right. I can just get them out of the way real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. A new study by National Geographic suggests beer makes you more attractive to mosquitoes. Who knew they made beer goggles that small?
God damn it. God damn it.
Let's see. Scientists are now saying daily showers are purely performative and have no real health benefit. Just more blatant propaganda by Big Smelly.
God damn it. Sophia, do you have any last jokes or
No, sorry.
no? Do you have one or you just don't want to say it?
No, I don't have anything. I was trying to think of like a joke about like P. Diddy and Honey Bunches of Oats because his last name's Combs, but I couldn't figure it out.
That's good enough. That's good
I
enough.
mean, they sure combs for all of those dildos.
Fuck.
Wait, I wrote something for Zach to reply to Zach's mosquito joke.
Go for it.
Beer goggles for mosquitoes. Talk about catching a buzz.
Folks, that we're gonna have to end on
Folks.
that one. Well, I just want to thank you so much to all of our guests for coming on. This was a very fun episode, and we'll see who gets shot once I post this episode. If you know our sign off, say it with us. 1, 2, 3. Fucking Night Shyamalan.
Fucking Shyamalan.
We love you. We'll see you next week.